I'm gonna show you 3 different ways that you can print digital art and make it look really, really nice, like a professional print shop. Option number 1 is print it at home with your own printer. It doesn't have to be a fancy printer. In fact, I have a 20-year-old all-in-one HP printer that has off-brand ink and it worked just fine. So if you have an old printer at home and you think that's not gonna work, just try it. So this is the detail of the print and this is the print. And the reason it looks good is not because of the printer, it's because of the paper. So let's talk about paper. When it comes to paper, what you're going to do is you're gonna go and buy a watercolor pad. Now, the watercolor paper does not have to be expensive. Don't waste money on very high quality watercolor paper. It's just not worth it. I wanted to talk about another type of paper that you can use, and it's called acrylic paper. And this is the detail of the acrylic paper. It looks really, really nice. It's a bit more expensive, but it's a choice that you can make, and I highly recommend it. Now, this is the brand that I recommend for the watercolor paper. And in case you want to use the acrylic paper, this is the brand that I recommend and the one that I've been using. When it comes to the watercolor paper, the reason I recommend this brand is because it's very affordable and it's very good quality. So most home printers support a maximum width of 8.5 inches. So the most common paper size is US letter, which is 8.5 by 11. So you will probably have to trim the watercolor paper like this, because most watercolor pads come in 12 by 9 inches. If you get the acrylic paper, I recommend to get the 12 by 18 inches. So this way you will get 2 prints per sheet. So you will end up having to trim the paper like this. And now you have the printer. You selected the paper that you like. You trim the paper to fit the printer. Now let's talk about the size of the file. If you're okay with this size, this is US letter size, 8.5 by 11, then you're good to go. The size of the file doesn't really matter. I'm gonna show you how to print it. The first thing that you need to do, obviously, is double click on the file. Full disclaimer, this is done on a MacBook computer, but it should not be much different on Windows. In fact, from what I remember, it's pretty similar. Okay, now then select print. Then go to paper size, and by default it will be on US letter. Select borderless. Then go to the preview section and select fill entire paper. The preview image should go from this to this. And then click on print. Now, if this is not the size that you want, let's say that you want an 8 by 10 because you already have a frame that you want to use, and actually 8 by 10 is a very common frame size. Now, the size of the file does matter, and you're going to have to match the size of the file with the size of the art print that you actually want. Now, if this is a commission piece, what you're going to do is you're going to reach out to the artist and you're going to ask them if they could please send you the correct file size, right? Just ask them, can you send me an 8 by 10 because I'm going to print it at home, and it's very easy to do. Now, if for some reason you cannot reach out to the artist, or maybe this is something that you downloaded from the internet, it's a printable file, and you have no idea what's the size, what you're going to do is you're going to resize it yourself. Now, if you already know how to do this because you're savvy with Photoshop, then great, you can go ahead and do it. If you don't have no idea how to do this, you're gonna use Canva, and I'm gonna show in this clip how to do this. First, you're going to go on canva.com. If you already have an account, great. If not, create an account. It has a free version. Once you created an account, log in and go to the right up corner and click on Create Design. Then go below and click on Custom Size. Then a window will open with the size options. Click on inches. Then the size that you want. In this case, we will do 8 by 10. Then click on Create Design, and another tab will open with a blank page. Then you will go to Upload. You can drag and drop your file here. Wait for the upload to be done. Then click on the image. It will show up on the white page. Resize the image to cover the whole thing. Then go to the up corner and click on Share. Then click Download. Then click the file type, I usually like JPEG, and then click Download again. The file will download to your computer. Well, now that you have the correct file size, what you're gonna do is you're gonna double click the file and you're gonna go ahead and do this. So you're gonna use the same paper, US paper size, the one that you already trimmed to fit the printer. Go to paper size, and by default it will be on US letter. Select borderless. Now on the previous section, select scaled and 100%. As you can see, you will have white borders around the image. That's okay. You will trim this later. See, you're gonna end up with something like this. All you have to do now is trim the borders, unless you like it this way and you wanna get a different frame. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna trim this and put it on your frame. So this was the most difficult way of printing your digital artwork. Now, there's another option, and this brings me to the reason why I'm making this video, and this is because I do have an Etsy shop and I do offer commission artwork, which is digital artwork, and sometimes people want to have the printed version very soon. They are in a rush because there's a deadline, there's a birthday coming, and they cannot wait until I send it to the print shop, and then because it takes a while to get the artwork done, then processing the print, and then the shipping, and they need it right away. So this is a way to have it in one day, basically. But maybe you don't want to do it, it's too messy, you don't want to have to buy all this stuff. So another way of doing it would be, all you have to do is buy the paper and try to find a local print shop that offer graphic services, and they probably will allow you to bring your own paper. So you tell them, hey, can you print, you're gonna need a flash drive, or you're gonna email the file, and you're gonna tell them to please use this paper to do this. Now, there's another option that you might try, and that is go to a FedEx or FedEx Kinko's and ask them if they will allow you to use your own paper. I tried it once and it worked great. And on FedEx, right? And then I tried it on UPS and they will not let me use my own paper. So that's option number 2. Option number 3 is doing it the way I do it. This is the most convenient way, but at the same time it's more expensive and it takes longer. So what I do is I use these 2 online print shops. These are very nice, very professional fine art print shops. So now I'm gonna walk you through both sides and show you how I do it. Okay, so this is Finerworks. It's a really upscale fine art print shop. It's a bit more expensive than Gicleetoday, but it has a lot more options for paper, and you can also add mats and frames. So once you created an account, you go to the upper right corner and click Order Online and then Print Online. Now you're gonna click on Add Files, select Files, and now choose the file that you wanna print. Now go to product type, then you're going to click on Gicleetoday paper prints. Now on media, you're gonna select watercolor bright white. On style, select borderless. Now on size, we're gonna select 10 by 8. Now you're gonna ignore the rest and go straight to Add to Cart. Click on View Cart. And now you're going to check out like in any other website where you have to put all your info, your shipping address and your billing address. Gicleetoday. The website is a bit more user-friendly, a bit less expensive, and has the rush option in case you are in a hurry. You will go to Order and then you will click on Order Prints. Now click on Upload a file and then drag and drop your file. Choose Image, and now select Studio WC, which means Studio Watercolor. And then you're going to select the size. In this instance, I'm going to go for 16 by 18 inches. Now you can click on Proof and Finish. You can ignore this part and go straight to Add to Cart. Click Next. And now you can select Rush, but it's going to cost you 50% of the total price of the print. So it's not super cheap, but if you're in a hurry, it's a good option. Now select Yes for the copyright. And again, now you just do the checkout like you would do in any other website. And there you go. So now I understand that some people might not like dealing with computers, with printers. So for those people, I think option number 2 is the best way to go. Now there's another option. It's not always available, but in my case, I do offer doing the print for you, which means ordering the print myself and send it to your home. Now, what I will do is exactly the same thing that I just showed you in the clip before. Full disclosure, I do charge a fee that's included on the price of the print. So if this is something that you commission to an artist, you can ask the artist if she or he is willing to create the print for you. Anyway, I'm gonna add a small clip where I'm gonna show you how to package the art print in case this is a gift and make it look really nice. See you in the next video. Bye.